Hi, my name's Jason. Our website is gunpant.com, Gunpant. Anyways, you see the title. Okay, I'm not a big fan of pocket carry. I'm really not even a fan of hip carry. But we're going to discuss pocket carry, and there's an unless because I have fixed that issue. Okay, I made a better product for you to make pocket carry a reality. Okay, so traditional pocket carry, why it doesn't work is your pocket is just material, right? It carries wallet, keys, change, whatever, phone these days. It sits along the front of your pants, right? So this is where your pocket is. It's here in the front, right? It's not off on the side. It's right here, okay? And when you put a firearm in that space, it's just a loose space, right? So if you take something like a mid-size Walther PPS and you put it into that space, right, it just falls in. I mean, it can shift, it can angle, so, how your firearm is positioned in there can change, so, getting to it cleanly and what angle it's in and moving it around. And I know you can put holsters on the front of that now, and maybe that will help keep it in position a little better, but not really. And there's other issues on that. You still have an issue with drawing out of a pocket because of the design of a pocket. So one of the advantages I like on this versus hip, obviously, if I see something, and this has always been a thing I didn't like about hip carry, I can't put my hand on a firearm in the hip, right? Because literally I'm the bad guy, right? So, but in a pocket carry, I can put my hand on a firearm, right? Nobody knows. It's in my pocket. It's concealed. You don't know essentially I have my hand on a firearm. So that advantage I do like. But drawing from the space is terrible because it's not made for that. So I can pull out and I can draw and present my firearm, right? From there, it does work, but not well at all. So what we did is at Gunpant is I completely redesigned a pocket. I guess it's not really a pocket because it's just a total reimagining. But what we did differently is the first thing is here it is on the side, and you can see it's a wide opening, okay? And it's shifted along the side because I don't want the pocket here in the front. I want the firearm to be here on the side of my leg, okay? It's a much more comfortable position, makes it more accessible. So deep, or a nice wide pocket. See how wide this is, right? Versus your regular pocket, which is just this, right? And it's stopped here at the mid-tier. We're past the mid-tier, so now we have a nice wide pocket, right? It's also deeper below the belt, and the reason is I don't want to catch my belt when I'm drawing a firearm out. So look at this, nice right here on the side. So this positioning-wise is already better. You can see my arm has a little crook in it. It's because right where the height is where I would grab the firearm, this is the position. I don't have to reach deep. It's not too shallow. It's just about perfect. My hand would be on the firearm right here. Right? Versus your regular pocket, again, you're in the front. Right? This is not where a firearm should be, in the front of my leg. It should be on the side of my leg. So we fixed that with this design. Secondly, I said this material just pulls right out. This pocket, I can't pull out. Okay? It doesn't pull out. And look inside the pocket. You can see it's more the outside of the clothing material. It's because it's made out of this thicker material versus a regular thin pocket, right? And that's done on purpose. It's also sewn in, so everything stays in place, right? Because I don't want my gun swaying and moving all around as I'm walking. I want my gun to stay right here, pretty much stay in place. So now the last components, okay, you have a space, you just drop it into this space. Well, again, like I said, that's not made for that, but on our side, what we have is what we're doing with the material and how we stitch the material. We're designed to sort of catch your firearm, okay? And what I mean by that, I'm going to explain it, is I'm going to take the firearm here, okay, and it will be going in here, right? So this will go into the space, just like that, right? It sits right there. See how it's sitting in this position? There's a reason why that's happening, okay? There's a reason why it's sitting in that position. Is we have material that catches it here, 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 and here. So it has these 4 points of contact, so your gun is coming into a position like that. Okay? That's very important in the design, so you have consistency of your firearm. So, you know, we're designed to catch it in multiple positions, and which allows a multitude of firearms to work in that space as well. So certainly all your mid-size firearms, pretty much all of them fit in there. I don't know if all of them, I should put everyone in there, but you know, I would say a majority are mid-size, and then a lot of your you know, micros will fit in that space as well, across there, and then some of your full size will also fit in there. So that catch system is very important. So this is a Walther PPS. This is a mid-size. You can see it goes in comfortably. It sits right there. The height is perfect. You can put your hand on it concealed, right? And it draws out super clean from that space. If you took something larger, like say a Glock 47, right? Double stack magazine, red dot sight on here. This is a much bigger firearm, it's a full-size firearm, right? And that will go right into that space too. It will sit right on the side. The height will be the same, right? So the height's the same. Again, I put, you see, I got the nice crook in my hand. And then look, it draws just as clean. It sits as well because guess what? It's catching just like the Walther was, right? It catches the same way. And even my red dot is free. Right? This is a very large firearm. So, and you could take something even like, I know this is just, it's a one-to-one template of a 1911. Very long barrel, right? And then that will go, and because the bottom of our pocket is open to allow barrels just to pass through, so you have different length, but look, same position, look, the crook, because it catches the guns, and they all draw out that quickly. Now, I'm just going to break down a few other things in the pants. This is the demo pants, of course. Our first pre-orders, which are going to be in March, are going to be for the jeans, and they're going to be for the shorts. Black shorts, and they're going to be blue jeans, okay? The design is going to be just like this. So you're going to have our pocket, a nice wide opening. You know, it's like I said, 7 inches across. It's going to have an outside pocket here, which is functional. You can put stuff there if you want. On this side, you're going to have a phone pocket down here. You're going to have a regular pocket here. And this change pocket, which I've always hated, it's useless. I don't know the point of a change pocket. But what that is actually going to be in our clothing is, that's a mag pocket. Okay, so we have a deep channel here for your magazine. I still have the wide sweep of that change pocket. It's just so when you go to grab a top of a mag, you're not reaching into this little narrow pocket. I want a nice wide top so I can grab the top of my mag and I can break out my magazine like that. Okay, so yeah, a nice little mag pocket, regular pocket. We have some back pockets back here as well. So this is gunpant.com. Pre-order is going to be in sizes 34, 36, 38. Black shorts, they're going to be about a 2% stretch component. So, you know, that's what's nice about this material is it's cotton, and then it has a little bit of a stretch component. Very comfortable, very great for everyday wear, jeans and shorts. So check us out. The pre-order will be live, like I said, in March. You can go there now. You can sign up as a pre-order form if you're interested. Sign on up, put your size in there. You can put whatever you carry in and notes. And let me know what you think about this. In my opinion, this is the best way to carry concealed. It will make you happy to carry everyday concealed, I think, because, you know, the comfort's back. Having that comfort back, that's the key, really. I mean, I can move, walk around, I can jump, sit, you know, be comfortable. I mean, I can sit back and throw my leg up, and if the firearm stays in position, it's just, this is the way to concealed carry. So much better, right? Right where it needs to be and out when you need it. Gunpant.com. Thank you. Have a good one. Please comment below, like our video, whatever. Ideally, it will help us out, especially if you like veteran-owned companies. Sorry, I know I was sort of saying goodbye, but I'm just doing a live video. I'm not really editing this video. I'm just putting it up the way it is. We appreciate any support. I'm 100% disabled, veteran, and I'm the guy really, kind of running this company right now on my own. So I'd really appreciate it if you do some likes, send this video out to other people, and show them what we have here. It's literally a game changer of a product for concealed carry. Okay, thank you. Have a good one.